Number 5 on the list of what men really want in a woman, all right, is your respect. This is a big deal. You have to understand, I'm sure some of you have heard where women value security, men value respect. All right. To be with a woman who he doesn't feel like he's respected by, it's not a desirable thing. It's not something that he's going to want to deal with for the rest of his life. Now, some men, many men have fallen into those type of relationships, and those men are miserable right now. And those men are retaliating in very unhealthy ways. It's causing all kinds of destruction. And yes, don't get me wrong. I do believe that for the men listening to this, you have to give her something to respect. You cannot simply think that she should just respect you despite doing things to the contrary, doing things that make her question you, make her not be able to give you that respect willingly. But on the flip side, as a woman, you do have to be willing to give it as well. If you're holding on to past trauma, if you're holding on to bad experiences from your past, and so your level of respect is limited because you feel like giving that makes you too vulnerable, that's a problem that's on you, not him. But one way or another, this dynamic does not work without respect. And what the man wants, what a good man wants, what good men all over the world desire is a woman who respects them, loves and respects them. And let's be real, if you don't respect them, you can't love them. So he knows without your respect, he's not going to get what he's looking for out of you. Now, some men, again, they've made the mistake and gone down the wrong path with that. But make no mistake that is a very important thing. And that is something that the men are looking for or want in a woman. So respect has to be there. And if for some reason you don't feel like he deserves your respect, then I will also ask you, why are you with him? Why are we dealing with people we don't respect? That makes no sense whatsoever. There's no point in trying to continue a relationship if we're not going to find ways to embrace respecting each other. So that needs to happen one way or another. Resolve the issues or this can't work at all. Number 6, and remember, a quick reminder again, get your copy of How to Get a Man to Cherish You. Again, I remind you, do not be triggered by the title. Just click the link in the description or in the comment section. You will understand once you read it. You will enjoy it. But let's get to number 6. Number 6 is loyalty and support. Now, I put those two things together even though you could separate them. But one way or another, men, especially good men, they are valuing, and really men, period, they're valuing loyalty and support. Now, please do not confuse support with carrying this man on your back, with building him up to become a man, someone who does not have the right foundation in his life, who does not have the work ethic or the desire to make things happen. I do not want you to get caught up in projects, okay? Because that is not that is an unhealthy dynamic that's not going to be good for the long-term relationship. But yes, support, encouraging, believing in him, all right? Understanding that he has to make time for his dreams. So working with him and creating a balance that allows him to pour into the relationship and into his purpose. Because purpose is what it's really about. Like, it's not even just about career and dreams. It's about purpose. So if you're a man listening to this, you've got to lock into your purpose. And if you're a woman, you've got to make sure that you can support that purpose. If that purpose does not work for you, if it's out of alignment with what you see in your life, then don't try to force the issue in this relationship, because then you will not be able to provide him with the support that he needs. All right. So there has to be an understanding, or we have to be on the same page when it comes to that. But also loyalty is so huge. Listen, men don't want, and this may sound bad, but I'm just going to keep it real. Men don't want the woman who's for everybody. All right. Now, some of you may say, well, I've seen plenty of women who y'all think is for everybody, and she has a man. Listen, because yes, it's not the end all be all, and some men may not care, but I'm going to tell you that a lot of men, that is an important thing to them. They don't want the woman who's for everybody, and they want the woman who they feel like has their back, is going to stick with them. Because it's one thing for a man to expect you to carry him, or carry him on your back and get him somewhere, versus Don't abandon me when I'm having a rough moment. Don't look down on me when I'm struggling. Don't disrespect me when I'm in a moment of weakness, all right? You've got to show that, yes, I'm going to still pour that love and respect and support into you, even in a bad moment. But again, for that man, you have to show her that those are just moments. That's not going to be your continuous character. That you're not just going to be dwelling in the bottom, expecting her to always drag you out of it. No, you got to show that, yes, I'm going to be the man who does what I'm supposed to do, but we all have moments. And as a woman, I'm going to be there for you and show you that I still can pour into you what you need, even in those moments. So loyalty and support is a huge deal and something that men, especially good men, want in a woman. And now number 7, I saved it for last because to me, it kind of sums up everything that we were talking about today, but I'm very big on this and I think it's extremely important, and that's feminine energy. All right? Now here's the thing. I love y'all. I love every last one of y'all watching this video. The reality is that a lot of women have become detached from their feminine energy. A lot of women don't realize that you're exuding a lot of masculine energy that is repellent to good men. Again, the men who only want to have sex with you, the men who want to use you, the men who are not serious about you, do not care about your masculine energy. If anything, women who carry or exude a lot of masculine energy, you have no problem in a lot of cases attracting good-for-nothing men who have nothing going on for themselves, who are looking to leech off of you. Because to that man, he will deal with your masculine energy because he's looking at the come up of your financial stability, of your ability to give him a place to sleep, to feed him, to give him sex. He's looking at the other things that he knows you may be willing to tolerate with him in exchange for dealing with things that really aren't desirable to the man who has his stuff together, or to the good man who's serious about you or serious about trying to find a real relationship. So you've got to be mindful of not falling into the trap of thinking this masculine energy that you're giving off isn't a real problem. It really is. And let me just tell you, beyond men, forget men for a second. It's a problem for you. Whether you realize it or not, that masculine energy that you keep holding on to, that you're exuding so much, is stress. It is emotional stress. It is wreaking havoc on you and inside of you, all right? It is wearing you down. It is not making you happy. It does not bring you peace. And it is a defense mechanism in a lot of cases because you use it as your wall up. You use it to not be too vulnerable. You use it as this method of protection. That's how you processed it. But the reality is, it's not protecting you, it's hurting you. I tell people all the time, the same walls you have up to protect you, the same walls blocking your blessings. So you don't realize how this masculine energy is actually blocking blessings, and it is deteriorating your health. Whether you realize it or not, this is real. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you, this is a real issue. So beyond just men, I want to encourage you to learn how to get in touch with your feminine energy. Now, I will make videos on that, but in the meantime, there are videos you can find on YouTube about feminine energy, and I encourage you to look at them. I don't want you to just look at my videos. I want you to simply learn and become better and live a higher quality of life. But I will provide those videos, and I have bigger plans as far as discussing feminine energy and masculine energy, because both sides need to understand the energy that's going to be more beneficial to them in the long run. And there's a lot more to it, but we won't get into all the other stuff. Bottom line is, good men who want relationships, they want feminine energy out of their woman. And when you're tapping into that feminine energy, that respect gets easier. That positive energy gets easier. That support and loyalty gets, all those other things we talked about, everything gets easier when you're more in tune with your feminine energy. And I'm confident you'll be able to find women who will comment on this video, who will attest to the power of the feminine energy, who will tell you how beneficial it has been for them to make the switch from masculine to feminine. And for you to make that switch, it will more than likely require healing from your past. You're going to have to address some past traumas, some issues, some hurts you've been holding on to, because it has created that negative energy that has then poured into the masculine energy that you're exuding out there. All right. But again, there's so much we could talk about with feminine energy. I will leave it there. Again, check out How to Get a Man to Cherish You. Click the link in the comments section. Leave your comments below what maybe you think good men desire that I didn't mention, or whatever you want to say about this video, all right? I pray this video was helpful to you. I pray that you really just, if any of these things triggered you or made you feel some kind of way, pray about it, take it in, reflect on it, be willing to embrace the message, because I'm telling you, this will be helpful to you, not just with men, but for your higher quality of life. Be sure to subscribe to my channel.